Okay, so season 1, episode 5 of The Last of Us. I have a pretty hot take on not only this episode, but the entire show in general. But before we jump into that, I want to quickly express how sorry I am at the lateness of this review. The episode came out on Friday before the Super Bowl. It's Monday, the day after the Super Bowl. So yeah, dropped the ball, but nonetheless, I want to talk about The Last of Us. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. I absolutely loved Henry and Sam. I loved them almost as much as I loved Bill and Frank's story. It's phenomenal. I love how each of these stories tackle love in just a tough world. It really mirrors that of real life. And, just the day-to-day struggles of your normal person and having to find happiness and love within all of these confines that we're really placed into. It's amazing how you can find happiness and love and where you can find it and just how it grows and just also how easily it is to lose it as well. That's what I love about the core aspect about The Last of Us. That's what I love about the show. But Joel and Ellie, the two main characters, they lack that. And I understand why. I really do. They're still new to each other. These two characters don't know each other that well. But we are about halfway through the season, and I feel as though Pedro Pascal's character doesn't care about Ellie at all. Every single line he provides, and I keep using this word a lot, and I'm terribly sorry, but it's dry. I don't think it's Pedro Pascal's fault either, because I love Pedro Pascal in Game of Thrones, I love him in The Mandalorian, I love him in The Kingsman. Literally every performance Pedro Pascal gives, it's really freaking good. So I don't know why I don't like him here. I think it's to do with the directing. Honestly, I just don't think they're getting the best out of Pedro Pascal's character. Joel, he's just so one-dimensional, and I understand why. He's kind of a recluse after he lost his daughter, and he doesn't really want to form any bonds right now. That's fine. But show some emotion, please. Please provide Joel emotion. Now, is it too late to do all this? Has the season already been filmed? Yes. Yes, it has. But they are doing season 2. Don't know how far they're going to get through the story on this one, but I assume it's going to be all of part 1 for season 1. Don't know, but nonetheless, I just wish that we could see more out of Joel. Every line he delivers just feels so flat. I don't know how else to describe it. I just cannot get on board with Pedro Pascal as Joel. I want to. I know he has the chops to do this, and I know Joel is a very riveting character to the core of it, but just something feels like it's missing here. And that something is the love between Joel and Ellie, and just how tangible that is in this world that is The Last of Us. I just think that something here is missing. Henry and Sam should not be the biggest parts of the show driving me to love it. Neither should have Bill and Frank. It should be Joel and Ellie. But the fact that Bill and Frank and Henry and Sam are giving me what I want out of the show and not the two leads, it's absolutely disheartening. It makes me very sad. But nonetheless, let's just go ahead and talk about episode 5, because what they did here, it was great. I just think that all of this should have been placed later down the line when Joel and Ellie have that connection that can easily be broken by this horrible and cruel world. It's just not there yet. So that being said, yeah, a lot of the story content should be placed further into the season. And that's just overall how I feel about the show. It's just very lackluster right now, but the performances being given by all the extras, the side characters, they're doing a really great job, except for Kathleen. Kathleen also felt very one-dimensional. In fact, everyone online is calling her the Karen of the show, which I absolutely hate that term. It's so generic and boring and overused, but they also do have a point. This character is very flat. You don't really know a lot about her, you don't even want to know a lot about her. You just want to continue on with Joel and Ellie. They don't make her interesting at all. And the way she went out, you know, as funny as it was talking about killing kids and then a kid kills her, it just fell flat to me. It fell very flat to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bored right now. And I don't want to say that about The Last of Us. I mean, this show, it opened in such an amazing way with episode 1 and 2. Episode 1 and 2, they were so good. Such great openers with Joel and Ellie. And then we got introduced to Bill and Frank, loved that. And now Henry and Sam, loved that too. I don't know where this show's going. I mean, I do, because I played the game. I know the storyline, but in terms of pacing, man, I can't get on board with it. I can't. I don't even know if I can keep talking about this episode. I mean, I loved a lot of it. I loved what they did with Sam's character by making him deaf and relying on his older brother that much more. That was a really cool touch. But everything surrounding that, surrounding their story, Henry and Sam, it just felt so, I'm just gonna say boring. It was very boring. I'm very just discouraged with how they're handling Joel and Ellie. I think Ellie's performance is amazing. I just don't think that they are providing the right connections between the two characters. Ellie, Bella Ramsey, is amazing to me. Whereas I feel polar opposite with Pedro Pascal's performance and character. And again, I don't think it's Pedro Pascal at all. These are just my overall opinions, guys, so take it with a grain of salt. I'm sure people love the pacing at which they're going, but I think it's being presented entirely wrong. I just can't jump on board with it. And yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably end the review here. I'm just disappointed, guys. I'll see you guys for the next episode. Hopefully it picks up. I'll see you guys then. Take care.